Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation following. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, please bless our elected officials. Grant them the wisdom to know and the courage to do what is right for all citizens. Amen.
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 Roll call, please.
Allen.
Here.
Breen.
Here.
Lafour.
Here.
Mistrovich.
Here.
Ricks.
Here.
Warren.
Here.
Yar.
Here.
Good to see everybody here tonight. Approval of minutes for the City Council meeting of February 1st would be in order.
So moved.
Motion been made and supported. Any discussion on those minutes? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Against? Motion does pass. We move on to audience comments. We will have our fire chief come up for the presentation, the Village Cafe.
All right, on behalf of the fire department, I'd like to call George and Maria Cantatas up here so we can present them with a plaque for their fundraising efforts. George and Marie took it upon themselves to do a fundraiser for the Richmond Volunteer Fire Department. Their efforts raised over $20,000 for the fire department, which is just a super job. With that money, we were able to buy a couple newer thermal imaging cameras to update our equipment, and also some helmet flashlights for all the firefighters. So again, the fire department wants to thank them tremendously for their efforts and present them with this plaque. George.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't expect anything back. We did something with, I think everybody else can do, but the only thing, I take action, and I did it right away. It was very simple. I didn't do, I don't know, my English very poor, right? But any normal person can do stuff like that. I just take the action, I did it. We did it, me and Maria.
We love this city.
We love the city, we love you people.
We
Thank
love
you.
what you did for the city in this and every day, from what I understand from people around town.
Thank
so
you.
we
Thank
appreciate
Thank you.
what you do personally and what the Village Cafe does for our community.
God bless you guys, and I give you credit because, and those guys, I give you credit. I heard a lot in the city, like they do this. Why don't you go and do it? I get pissed off in a restaurant. I tell them with a bad way. Why don't you go and do it? You know.
You guys have a hard job.
That's
Very proud of what
like
you
they
guys
say.
do.
I heard for me because somebody texts to Maria and they say, what did they say, Maria?
Yeah, don't worry about it, George.
Yeah. Why don't you do it? Like you guys, you work hard for stuff like that. They work hard. Thank you anyway.
Thank you
you.
for everything.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I think you guys need to stay for the rest of the meeting. Yes.
It's kind of the end.
The thermal imaging is.
That's broken.
Yeah. It's broken.
Nothing to handle those.
We still got them. We didn't get them
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Take care. Is there any other audience participation? We will move on. Adoption of agenda. Mr. City Manager, any changes?
No changes.
City Council, any changes?
Nope.
Motion to accept the agenda as presented would be in order.
So moved.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. Any discussion? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. There's no discussion. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We go on to items for consideration, which we have two this evening. The first one being consideration of special event request, Richmond Bees. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider approving a special event request from the Richmond Bees Vintage Baseball Club. In 2014 and 2015, the Richmond Bees have held their vintage baseball games on the festival grounds in Beebe Park. Again, this year, they would like permission to do so in the months of May, June, and August. They also have a September game during the Good Old Days Festival, but that one is coordinated through the festival committee. I have also taken this to the Recreation Board. They did approve it and make a recommendation to council that you consider approving this event. The Little League schedule, it does not conflict with Opening Day, Grandparents' Day, or the Blue Devil Tournament. It is, I believe, on the same, one of the games is the same weekend as the Log Cabin Day, and I believe both organizations work together for that day.
Very good. Is there a motion?
I move to approve the Richmond Bees request to use a portion of the festival grounds of Beebe Street Park on certain Saturdays and Sundays in May, June, and August, subject to the following conditions: that the Richmond Bees are deemed to be historical reenactors, not an organized athletic league, that the location of the games on the festival grounds may change due to ongoing work being done by the festival committee.
Support.
What's been made and supported. Any discussion?
I would like to thank you for making the motion and supporting that. And if you guys have any questions, the team has worked really hard at raising funds to get more historically accurate uniforms this year. We've done research into the library so we can match somewhat similar to the uniforms that we have of the earliest team that we found, which was like 1906. Though we do play and educate folks on the earlier baseball in the 1880s. We try to get as close as to what Richmond would have had back then. Our log cabin days this year, we are working with the Richmond Historical Society and would like to make this even a bigger event, that we can support their event by having other teams come, and then also a time where we can have like U of M Flint come and educate more people on different like all kinds of fantastic stuff about the Civil War, how baseball came out of it, the history of baseball in the area, the other teams in the area. It's really growing, and we thank you for your support.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Any other discussion? Any audience comments? Back to the table. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We wish them well on their season this year. Item number 2 is consideration of special event request, White Cane Sale by the Richmond Lions Club. Mr. City Manager.
Council is scheduled to consider the request from the Richmond Lions Club to conduct the annual White Cane Sale on Friday, April 29th, and Saturday, April 30th. Additionally, council is being requested to approve Resolution 2016-2, which would proclaim the week of April 26th through May 6th, 2016 as White Cane Week. The Lions Club in the past has submitted all the proper paperwork to comply with our policy on nonprofits soliciting in the intersections, and that is on file with the city clerk. And again, the motion will read that we request that they not solicit in Main and Division from 2:30 to 3:30 to account for school getting out.
Very good. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve resolution number 2016-2 proclaiming the week of April 27th through May 6th, 2016 as White Cane Week, and the request received from the Richmond Lions Club to conduct their White Cane Sale at the intersections of Main and Division and County Line Road, St. Clair Highway on Friday, April 29th, and Saturday, April 30th, 2016, from dawn to dusk. Further, the Lions Club agrees that the volunteers will wear reflective vests and utilize traffic cones, that the Lions Club agree not to be in the main division's intersection on April 29th from 2:30 p.m. till 3:30 p.m., and further, that the Lions agree to sign a liability waiver.
Support.
What's been made and supported? Any discussion? Hope for some good weather for him again. Any audience participation? Back to the table. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. City manager's comment, sir.
The Pound Road bid opening, I believe I'd originally sent out a weekly update that the bid opening was the 16th of this month. We've actually pushed that back 1 week to February 23rd to give the contractors at least another week to work on their bids. And then we anticipate that that would come to the council at your first meeting in March, which would be the 7th. Currently, department directors are busy working on their budgets that will come to me the first Friday in March, and I'll start working on the budget that comes to council in April.
Very good. Move on to council comments. Dennis?
I just want to congratulate a couple sports teams. I know the cheerleaders were league champions, and they got their districts this week. Wrestling were league champions and also district champions last week. They're going to hopefully get it done with regionals this week again, and then they would go on to states next week. So things are coming down to the wire for a few teams, and then I know basketball is still fighting for a bid yet.
Still fighting.
So so a lot of good things going on there. So try and get out and support the local schools.
Good times. You know, make note, what is it, senior citizens are considered 62 years of age in the BWAC in the school games, and it's free of charge to go to the games. So let people know that it's great entertainment. Now that I've got a grandkid here in Richmond, I just have a ball going to the games.
You can socialize with a lot of people.
See a lot of people you normally don't see.
You like going for free?
Pardon me?
And you like going for free?
Well, actually, because I am a high school coach, I go for free anyhow. But who knows? I could retire soon. So, anyhow, but go ahead, Mr. Yark. I'll go to you next.
I want to thank the Chamber for their efforts for the Winterfest. Hopefully, it was all successful for everything. I want to compliment the addition of the fireworks. My two-year-old daughter really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, every time we get in the car now, she thinks we're going to go see fireworks. It's disappointed when at our destination there is none. But we hope that continues. That was very nice. Thank you.
John?
I have nothing.
Emily?
I also want to praise the Chamber and all the local businesses for the Winterfest. It was a wonderful weekend. Everyone I spoke to just raved about the fireworks and the chili cook-off and the family fun night Friday at Ball Equipment. It was great fun.
Jamie?
Just adding on to that, I'd also like to thank the city employees because they were scattered throughout, helping out in various different ways, and it was nice to see that and talk to them and just appreciate everything they do and how much you can just see in their service to the city how much they love the city too. And I saw that, and it was nice to see. So thank you.
Michael?
I concur with everything that's been said, so thank you.
I do too. Let's go to the calendar. Today being the 15th of February. We have a library board meeting on the 22nd at 7 o'clock at the library. We have a TIFA meeting. Is that still on schedule?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. The 24th of February, right here at City Hall at 7 o'clock, and that's the TIFA meeting. And the Streetscape meeting set a meeting up today for the 25th at 6 p.m. right here at City Hall. And I'd like to report on that. We are moving right along on Streetscape. We're going to see good things happening downtown this spring, summer, I would say. We have a recreation board meeting Tuesday the 1st at 7 o'clock here at City Hall. And then 2 weeks from tonight, on the 7th, we have our next regular scheduled city council meeting. Easter seems to be early this year, and I'd like to remind people, we have a lot of people that go to our Easter egg scramble. That is going to be held on March 19th. That is not that far away. When you look at the calendar here. But March 19th at 10:30 a.m. And that they are, a little play on words here, they're very religious about starting at 10:30 a.m. So you want to be there a little bit early so the little ones can get around the scramble there. And I believe that is it for now. Is there anything else that we need to bring up on the calendar? Nope. Okay. Moving on, is there any other business of the city council this evening? Being not, motion to adjourn be in order.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
What's been made and supported, there's no discussion on the motion. All in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion passes. Thanks for being here tonight.